Hey guys, I'm all back again. Welcome to day 19 in the life of Moto Razr Plus. If you're new here, I make daily videos based on my experience of the current phone I'm using. So let's jump into day 19. Ironically, after having this phone for close to 3 weeks, it does change how you use your phone a little. I still have my Pixel 7a on the side, and occasionally when I pick up my Pixel 7a out of habit, I would attempt to try to fold it in half when putting the phone away, just because they're similar sizes. And just in terms of design, there is dust accumulating around the camera lenses. In general, on a day-to-day basis, when I use this phone, I never really notice it. It only caught my attention when I was actually recording the video and watching it afterwards that I did see some dust accumulation around there. Not a big deal or anything, you can just brush it off, but in a lot of the videos when I'm recording my phone, I just record it in its natural state. I don't try to wipe it and make it look nice or anything like that. Just leaving it as is and seeing how the phone age naturally over time. But so far so good, no complaints there. I do like the two-tone design. In the back of the phone, the bottom half is somewhat matted, and then the top half is a reflective screen, which you can use as a mirror regardless if your phone is on or off. I guess technically you can do that with any smartphone screen since they made of glass. But just for this particular phone, I can use the glass to frame myself while recording with the main camera like I'm doing right now. The question that I saw in the comments is just around charging your phone, how often you should do it. Just in general, for me, I just charge my phone overnight because I don't plan to keep these phones for the long run. But for best practices, you would want to avoid letting your phone hit 0% and charging it all the way up to 100%. That can be taxing on the battery in the long run. But if you don't plan to keep the phone for more than 2 years, then just charge it however you like. But just in general, charge it up to 85%, unplug it, let it drain back down to 15-20% or so, and you should be in good shape if you plan to keep this phone for more than 3 years. But at the same time, this phone is only going to be supported for 3 years, which is slightly disappointing. Samsung is giving 4 years of software security updates, so just another thing to consider depending on how long you want to keep this phone for. It will impact how you want to charge your battery. Ironically, when the Razr Plus was initially announced back in 2020, they were only offering 1 year of software support, which is insane. And after a lot of criticism, they bumped it up to 2 years. Now in 2023, we got 3 years. But if you're still on the fence and like to keep these phones for a very long time, I will wait to see the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and see what they have to offer, because Samsung has been the best just in terms of offering software support on the Android side. They even offer a longer support than Google, and Google owns Android. And then for most of my battery tests on a day-to-day basis, I don't do any intense let it play YouTube for 10 hours in a row just to torture it. I just use my phone like every normal day person and just let it die naturally over time. And in general, I wake up about 6:30 in the morning, and whenever my phone hit 20%, that's when I consider it actually dead. That last 20% will actually give it another hour or two depending on how you use your phone. So just taking that into consideration, I know I always say I get a bare minimum of 9 hours of battery life, but you can easily bump that to 10 or 11, and then on the higher end, like get 15 hours of battery life, but that technically can be 16 or 17. So it all depends on how you use your phone when you choose to charge your phone. Another topic I want to cover today is this wallpaper. So with the outer display, you can actually change your wallpaper. Just hold down the main screen and you can let you pick any wallpaper you want. And it's going to be a different wallpaper on the outside compared to the inside. So you can have 2 separate wallpapers. I'm fine with that. I don't change my wallpaper that often. I feel like my eyes just adapt all the time and I rarely ever touch it. Occasionally I will change it up though. Another thing that's missing from the Moto Razr Plus that Samsung had to offer on their flagship phone is the ultra power saving mode. I don't really use it that often. Occasionally whenever I'm in a dire situation and I can't reach a charger, I might toggle it on. All Android phones, they have a default battery saving mode where it's just great out your screen and just dim all the brightness and use the bare minimum. Samsung takes it a step even further by disabling most apps that are not useful and just keep it to the very bare minimum, such as phone calls, texts, and that usually lasts it another hour or two. So they don't have that on the Moto Razr Plus, but it's not a feature that I miss or need to use that often because I always have a charger nearby. Alright guys, those are some of the Maya updates that I have on day 19 with this phone. So far so good, still a fun phone to use. Please feel free to keep adding additional questions, topics, anything else you want me to cover in the comments below, and I will keep making videos for as long as I cover this phone. But overall, It's been a great experience, bumping roller coaster ride, but I think it's a fun phone to use. Although I really do look forward to see what Samsung have to offer this year. But regardless of what Samsung does, I think the Moto Razr Plus is a major upgrade over previous years just for the outer screen alone. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Please check out my other daily vlogs if you haven't already, and see you in the next video.